I'm Akeem Robinson, the Vice Chair of the Libertarian Party of Georgia. I'm here today with Alan Buckley, who is seeking the Libertarian nomination for the U.S. Senate. Hi, Alan.
Hello.
I'm here to ask you a few questions. The first question is, why are you a Libertarian?
Well, I believe that as much as possible, people should be free to make their own decisions as long as they're not harming others or the environment, and I think that's consistent with the libertarian philosophy. I think the Founding Fathers envisioned our country being that way. It's gotten so far away from it with the two major parties and all the special interest groups. And, I think we need to get back to that. We've got too much debt, too many entitlement programs, too much regulation, and too much foreign intervention. We have hundreds of military bases across the world, more than 110 in Italy alone. So I think my vision is let's get back towards our roots and more personal responsibility, more freedom, less regulation, less debt, less entitlements, and less foreign involvement.
Okay. And my second question is, why are you running for the U.S. Senate?
Because our country is slowly heading towards a financial collapse. I have done analysis of this matter for going back to 2003. I've been studying it for years, and I believe between 5 and 20 years from now, absent a major change in direction to get balanced budgets annually for every year we're not in a recession or worse, the entitlement programs are going to kill us, and we're being suffocated by bad and excessive regulation. We've got too much foreign intervention, and again, we have hundreds of military bases across the world. We have over 110 bases in Italy alone. It borders on insanity, but don't get me wrong, I want to have the strongest military, and I fully support our troops, but our government has lost its way. And so I think as a libertarian, someone who's not going to owe any debts to any special interest groups, I can go up there. I'm a fighter. People know me, know I'm a fighter, and fight for what's right. And that is, simplifying the tax system, producing balanced budgets when we're not in a recession or worse, reasonably reducing entitlements, reasonably reducing foreign intervention, and regulation. Regulation is a major problem, and I deal with that in my job as an attorney and a CPA regularly. So I want to help the country last indefinitely, and right now it's not going to last indefinitely. It's going to collapse the way democracies and republics of the past have slowly seen their demise. There's a reason why the British pound is no longer the reserve currency of the world, so that's where we're headed.
Okay, and my last question is, what makes you different from the other candidates?
Well, first of all, I will not owe any debts to any special interest groups, so I will be able to get things done. As a libertarian, no one is going to buy me out or pay me off, and I have solutions to all the major problems, and they're listed on my website. It's www.buckley4senate.com. I encourage everyone to go out there and read these solutions. Over the past 12 years, I've analyzed the system, the problems, entitlements, excessive regulation, and I propose solutions, including a very simplified tax system that eliminates the income tax, both the corporate income tax and the individual income tax. But it does involve adding a VAT, a value-added tax, and expanding the FICA tax, the Social Security tax, and the self-employment tax. But there are exemptions, deductions, whatever you want to call them, for poverty, for poverty level situations, for reasonable home mortgage payments, for reasonable health care and retirement needs. Thus, everyone would pay the VAT, and people in the upper half of the middle class and above would pay the FICA tax or the self-employment tax. But that turns out to be a progressive tax system. Again, the details are on my website, www.buckley4senate.com. And unlike Donald Trump and Jeb Bush, the numbers work in my system because it's an algebraic equation. The tax rate is X, and X is whatever is necessary to balance the budget. When you look at spending over here, here's the tax system. Spending goes up, X goes up. Spending goes down, X goes down. You force a balanced budget by using algebra. And you're not going to see that out of the major parties. You're going to see proposals that don't work. But that's not going to, you're not going to get that out of me. So, but you know, I don't think, you know, Johnny Isakson or whoever the Republican is not going to go up there and fight to solve these problems. Neither is whoever the Democrat is. They're going to, you know, still want all the entitlements and bigger government and more regulation. People out there, you got to decide. Do you want to solve these problems and you want to start now, or do you want to continue to procrastinate? If you want to start now, hopefully my name will be on the ballot. You will have an option to help save this country starting in 2016 and not waiting until these problems get worse and worse and worse until we do get in a crisis mode when our debt is out of control. And again, the GAO said in 2007, when our debts were less than half what they are now, that our debts would spiral out of control, and that's where we're heading. In 8 years, we've more than doubled total federal debt. I'm there for you, people. I'm the option that can go up there and fight and try to make this work, and I hope you will get behind me. Thank you.
Alan Buckley, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.